Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of Lincoln Wheat Pennies, some of the most iconic and valuable coins ever produced in the United States. While millions of wheat pennies were minted between 1909 and 1958, a few rare dates and mint mark varieties have become legendary among collectors. These coins have sold for thousands, tens of thousands, and even hundreds of thousands of dollars at auctions. If you have an old jar of pennies, a family coin collection, or pocket change tucked away somewhere, this video might help you discover a hidden fortune. Let's explore the top 3 most valuable Lincoln Wheat Penny 1-cent coins that continue to attract strong collector demand in today's market. So let's get started. First up, we are taking a close look at one of the most popular coins in American numismatic history, the legendary 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny. At first glance, this small 1-cent coin may seem ordinary, but many collectors continue searching through old jars, coin rolls, and inherited collections, hoping to discover a valuable example. While most circulated 1956 wheat pennies are common, certain high-grade pieces, attractive original examples, and rare era varieties can command impressive premiums in today's collector market. Let's explore everything you need to know about this fascinating coin. The history of the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny begins during the final years of the famous wheat cent series. The Lincoln Wheat Cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first regular United States coin to feature a real historical figure. By 1956, the United States economy was booming, and demand for 1-cent coins was extremely high. The Denver Mint produced more than 1.09 billion Lincoln Wheat Pennies in 1956, making it one of the largest penny mintages of the wheat cent era. When examining a 1956 wheat penny, one of the first things collectors notice is the small D mint mark located beneath the date. This mint mark indicates the coin was struck at the Denver Mint. Despite its large mintage, the coin remains popular because it represents one of the final wheat penny issues before the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial in 1959. Many collectors seek these coins to complete Lincoln cent albums and historical collections. The obverse or front side features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right. Above Lincoln's head appears the famous national motto, "In God We Trust." To the left of the portrait is the word liberty, while the date, 1956, and the Denver Mint mark D appear on the right side. These design elements have become some of the most recognizable features in American coinage history. Turning to the reverse side, collectors will find 2 wheat stalks surrounding the inscriptions. Across the top is EPLUBUSUNUM. In the center appears 1 cent in large letters, followed by United States of America. The wheat ears on each side symbolize prosperity and agricultural strength, giving the coin its famous nickname, the Wheat Penny. The 1956 wheat penny was struck using a bronze composition consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. The coin weighs approximately 3.11 grams and has a diameter of about 19 millimeters with a plain edge. These copper-based coins are especially popular because of their classic appearance and historical significance. Now let's discuss rarity and collector demand. Although the 1956 is not considered a key date, collectors still actively seek well-preserved examples. Most surviving pieces spent decades in circulation, accumulating wear, scratches, and discoloration. Coins that retain strong details, original color, and minimal wear attract much more attention from collectors. Additionally, rare mint errors such as repunched mint marks, doubled dies, die cracks, and other striking abnormalities can significantly increase value. Collector discussions frequently emphasize that condition and genuine mint errors are the primary factors that create premium prices. So what is the current market value of a 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny in circulated condition? According to recent coin value guides, average circulated examples generally sell for only a few cents above face value, often ranging from around $267,000 depending on condition. Better circulated examples with sharper details may bring slightly higher prices. Uncirculated pieces can reach several dollars, while exceptional certified examples and rare era varieties may sell for much more at auction. Many new collectors encounter online listings claiming that every 1956 D penny is worth $420,000. However, experienced collectors and market experts often point out that ordinary circulated examples are common and usually sell for only modest amounts, unless they possess outstanding condition or a recognized mint era. If you own a 1956 D wheat penny, there are several important tips to remember. Always inspect the coin carefully under magnification. Look for unusual doubling in the lettering, date, or mint mark. Avoid cleaning or polishing the coin because cleaning can reduce collector value significantly. Store the coin in a protective holder to prevent further wear and environmental damage. If you believe your coin has an unusual era or exceptional condition, consider having it evaluated by a professional grading service. In conclusion, the 1956 D Lincoln wheat penny remains an important piece of American coin history. While most circulated examples are not extremely rare, they continue to be collected and appreciated by numismatists around the world. Their connection to the historic wheat cent series, classic copper composition, and enduring popularity make them a favorite among collectors. If you happen to find a sharp-looking 1956 D penny with original surfaces or an unusual mint era, you could have a coin worth far more than its 1-cent face value. So before spending that old wheat penny, take a closer look. You might be holding a hidden treasure from America's past. Next up, we are taking a close look at one of the most interesting vintage American coins still found in old collections and inherited coin jars, the legendary 1953 Lincoln wheat penny with no mint mark. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary old 1-cent coin, especially when it is heavily circulated and worn from decades of use. However, many collectors continue to search for these historic wheat pennies because some examples can carry collector value, and certain rare varieties or eras can be worth much more than expected. The history of the 1953 Lincoln wheat penny begins during one of the most popular coin series in American history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The wheat penny design remained in production until 1958, making it one of the longest-running and most beloved coin designs in the United States. The 1953 issue was struck during the final years of the wheat cent era, giving it a special place among collectors. The Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 257 million 1953 Lincoln wheat pennies without a mint mark, making it a common date but still an important historical coin. When examining a 1953 wheat penny without a mint mark, collectors first look at its distinctive design. The front of the coin features the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head appears the famous motto, "In God We Trust." To the left is the word liberty, while the date, 1953, appears on the right side. Since this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, there is no mint mark below the date. The reverse side displays two elegant wheat stalks surrounding the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America. Across the top appears the motto EPLUBUSUNUM. These wheat ears gave the coin its famous nickname, the wheat penny. Even in heavily circulated condition, these design elements remain recognizable and continue to attract collectors who appreciate classic American coinage. One of the reasons collectors enjoy the 1953 wheat penny is its traditional bronze composition. The coin was struck from an alloy consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and has a diameter of about 19 millimeters. This high copper content gives the coin its distinctive reddish-brown appearance when new, although heavily circulated examples often develop darker brown surfaces after decades of circulation. Now let's discuss rarity. Although the Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of these pennies, finding a perfect uncirculated example today is much more difficult than finding a heavily worn specimen. Most 1953 pennies entered circulation immediately and spent many years passing from hand to hand. As a result, heavily circulated examples are common, while high-grade coins with original mint luster are considerably more desirable. Collectors pay premium prices for coins that show minimal wear, strong details, and attractive surfaces. For heavily circulated examples, the value is generally modest. Current market guides indicate that a typical circulated 1953 Philadelphia wheat penny is often worth only a few cents above face value, usually around 5 to 15 cents, depending on eye appeal and local demand. Average condition examples are commonly valued at roughly $168,000, according to recent pricing references. Uncirculated specimens can bring significantly more, ranging from $348,000, while exceptional certified examples may reach much higher prices. However, there is an important detail every collector should remember. The real excitement often comes from error coins and rare varieties. Some 1953 wheat pennies display doubled dies, die chips, off-center strikes, or other minting abnormalities. These unusual pieces can command substantially higher prices than ordinary examples. Before dismissing a worn 1953 penny as common, it is always wise to inspect it carefully under magnification for unusual features that might interest specialists. Collector demand for wheat pennies remains strong because they represent a classic era of American coinage. Many people begin coin collecting by searching through old wheat cents. Even common-date examples like the 1953 no-mint mark penny hold historical appeal because they circulated during the early 1950s and witnessed decades of American history. If you own a 1953 Lincoln wheat penny in heavily circulated condition, avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can damage the original surface and reduce collector interest. Store the coin in a protective holder, keep it away from moisture, and examine it carefully for possible errors or unusual characteristics. Many experienced collectors recommend leaving old coins in their natural condition rather than attempting to improve their appearance. As we conclude, the 1953 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark may not be one of the rarest wheat cents ever produced, but it remains a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. A heavily circulated example is usually worth only a small premium over face value, yet its historical significance, copper composition, and enduring popularity among collectors make it a coin worth keeping. And remember, while most 1953 pennies are common, rare varieties and mint errors can dramatically increase value. So before spending that old wheat penny, take a closer look. You might be holding a hidden collectible from America's golden age of coinage. Next up, we are taking a close look at one of America's most famous classic coins, the legendary 1951 Lincoln wheat penny with no mint mark. Many people still find these old wheat pennies in coin jars, inherited collections, and even pocket change. While most examples are common, certain well-preserved coins can attract collector interest and bring surprising prices in today's coin market. The 1951 Lincoln wheat penny belongs to the historic wheat cent series that was produced from 1909 through 1958. These coins are loved by collectors because they represent an important era of American history and feature one of the most recognizable designs in U.S. coinage. The 1951 no-mint mark variety was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not place a mint mark on Lincoln cents during that period. More than 284 million examples were produced, making it a widely collected date today. To understand why collectors enjoy this coin, it helps to know a little about its history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was designed by the famous sculptor and engraver Victor David Brenner and became the first regular United States coin to feature a real historical person. The wheat penny design remained in production until 1958, before being replaced by the Lincoln Memorial Reverse in 1959. Now let's examine the unique features of the 1951 no-mint mark wheat penny. On the front of the coin, you will see the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln facing right. Above his head appears the word liberty, while the date, 1951, is displayed to the right. The national motto, "In God We Trust," curves along the upper rim. Since this coin was minted in Philadelphia, there is no mint mark below the date. Turning to the back of the coin, you will find the classic wheatear design that gave the series its famous nickname. Two wheat stalks frame the reverse, one on each side. Between them appears the denomination, 1 cent, and the country name, United States of America. Above these words is the Latin motto, E valuable U.S. UNUM, meaning, out of many, one. This simple yet elegant design remains one of the most beloved in American numismatics. The material composition of the 1951 Lincoln wheat penny is another interesting feature. The coin was struck from an alloy containing 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It weighs approximately 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Because of its high copper content, many collectors enjoy the warm reddish-brown appearance these coins develop over time. When discussing rarity, it is important to be realistic. A standard 1951 no-mint mark penny in circulated condition is not considered rare because hundreds of millions were produced. However, collector demand increases dramatically when examples are found in exceptional condition, especially with original red color and sharp details. High-grade certified examples can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction, while ordinary circulated examples are worth much less. The coin featured in today's discussion is described as being in fine condition. A fine-grade wheat penny typically shows moderate wear, but major details remain visible. Lincoln's portrait is still clear, and the wheat lines on the reverse can often be seen, although some finer details have worn away. This grade is popular among collectors because it offers a balance between affordability and historical appeal. Now let's talk about current market values. According to recent coin market guides, a 1951 no-mint mark Lincoln wheat penny in fine condition generally sells for around 6 cents to 60 cents, depending on eye appeal, color, and collector demand. Better preserved examples in extremely fine or about uncirculated grades may bring a few dollars, while certified mint state specimens can reach $699,000 if they are among the finest known examples. Collectors should also keep an eye out for valuable mint errors and varieties. Certain double-die examples, repunched mint marks on other mint issues, and unusual striking errors can command significantly higher prices than ordinary coins. Even common dates can become exciting discoveries when unusual minting characteristics are present. For anyone collecting wheat pennies, a few simple tips can help maximize value. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid fingerprints. Never clean old coins, because cleaning can reduce collector value. Store coins in protective holders to prevent damage and oxidation. If you believe you have an unusually sharp or error coin, consider professional grading from a respected certification service. Many experienced collectors also recommend comparing your coin with recent sold prices rather than relying on unrealistic online asking prices. In conclusion, the 1951 Lincoln wheat penny with no mint mark remains a fascinating piece of American coin history. While a fine condition example is generally affordable and not considered rare, it still represents an important era of U.S. coinage and remains highly collectible. Its iconic wheatear design, rich copper composition, connection to Abraham Lincoln, and strong collector following continue to make it a favorite among numismatists. Whether you are an experienced collector or just starting your coin hunting journey, every wheat penny has a story to tell, and your next valuable discovery could be waiting in a forgotten coin jar right at home. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more rare coin discoveries, value updates, and collector tips. Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting.